This is Yash.
And I am Shida.
So we are representing the social media team of series. So hello guys, welcome to the series episode 3.
Okay, so first we'll begin with the questions. So very first question is, please give your introduction. We'll start with questions.
So hi, I'm Varsha. I'm from Mechanical Engineering and I'm based at ABP.
Hi, I'm Siddharth. I'm from CDC department and I'm based at Pune.
Hello, I am Shahid Patel. I am from Computer Science and Engineering department and I have been placed in Analytics.
Hello everyone, this is Tushar Mukanti and I'm from Mechanical Engineering and I got placed in Inter Technologies.
Hi, I'm Pavanita Manche. I'm from Computer Science Department and I got placed at ABB.
So the first question is, what were the key factors or qualities that you believe contributed to your success in securing the job? Start with Varsha again.
So I was actually interested in mechanical, but then I was not only doing only mechanical projects. I was also indulging in other projects. I was doing electrical and computer science projects, and I have done some ML projects which have actually helped me in the interview. I think communication skills, also doing diverse projects like ML with mechanical, and also practicing DSA also helped me a lot. Yeah, these were the things.
Yeah, so I feel consistency in solving the problems is was a major factor, and along with that, your dedication towards whichever field you want to learn. And in my case, I was initially doing back-end development, and then I got to learn about the DevOps field. So from there, I started attending events and hackathons, and through there, I got interested in this field. And then through multiple projects, I got into this field.
So the key factors which I think were important in my selection in this company were, first of all, the technical skills which are very important for the engineering placement. Second thing is your aptitude skills, like whatever out of technical skills your questions are, you are answering that. Third is your communication skills, which are very important for interview, especially HR interview or let's say technical. Even technical, you have to convey how you are solving the problem. In also, apart from this, like regular DSA solving, regular problem solving, then competitive programming, or else your discussion even with your friends regarding what projects they are doing, how they are handling their work there, or any internship you are doing or even your friends are doing. If you have knowledge of little bit of other fields also, if and get into that field, you can write it in your resume and then having knowledge of that field is, I guess, it's an important key factor.
My introduction is like regular problem solving and consistency in manufacturing projects regarding the development projects related to computer science. And also like regular studies related to computer science courses. These are the main main topics which help me in selection.
In my case, I think it's my problem solving skills, technical skills, and also some of the projects I've done related to the field I got the job in. And apart from these, I believe some of the soft skills like communication, which plays a key role in during the interviews. I think that is what
Before moving on to the next question, you two both are from both subjects, mechanical. So I want to ask you three, right? What is your say on what do you think? Are today's mechanical engineers trying to eat your job right now? What do you say on it?
I feel it does not matter because in the CC field itself there are a lot of students, competition is so much huge. So even if one branch switches to this field, it won't matter because in the end, skills and knowledge will decide who will get the job or not.
Yeah, definitely. But don't you think that your 4-year course should be an advantage on them because they are also getting placed in the same sector and you all three, right? So what do you say on that?
Yeah, I feel it should be an advantage because in terms of core subjects, core CA subjects, we have a better knowledge than the non-core students. So yeah, there should be a
Okay, so the next question is, did you participate in any internships or relevant experience to your application? Like, how did this experience help you in your success?
Okay, so actually I've done an internship which is no way related to my job now. But it had made me realize that the field which I was initially the design was not for me. It was like very monotonous for me personally. So I wanted to learn new skills and I wanted to basically implement my mechanical knowledge to make systems more efficient. So that is what is my job based on basically using ML on some machines and some industries. So I guess that internship didn't help me like technically, but it made me realize what my interests are.
So I did a 6-month internship as a backend developer, where I got to learn a lot of technical skills. Along with that, I also practiced my communication skills. So we used to have regular weekly meetings with some industry leaders. So from there, I got to know about a lot of stuff which we in college we are not able to get that knowledge. And yeah, so from there.
Coming to internship, as such, I didn't apply for any company internship, even I didn't do any internship. But yeah, in summer I took a research and development project under a professor, which was like tuning with the job profile which I applied. So the experience which I gained here, like I wrote them in resume and it was like quite helpful in cracking the interviews. Also some of my core subjects also, like, it helped me crack the interview and Chronicles.
So all of my internships were happening in my placement. Like for when I learned for content development, I started applying for the internship, and I got selected in one of the freelance project. Then after learning backend development, I got internship with my lab, and then after learning this front-end backend development, I got an internship offer at Career World. And I'm also continuing applying for the internship and projects. And I guess these are helping me a lot.
In my case, I personally believe internship has helped me a lot because the internship right now I'm doing is related to the field that I got the job opportunity. So academics don't teach us everything. Internships is where we put things into practice and everything. So in internships, I learned many new things which I didn't learn through my academic journey and everything. And also, I've even developed my communication skills. So I think internships are helpful.
Next is, did you encounter any group of panel interviews? Like, how did you navigate those situations and stand out among multiple interviews?
Actually, I didn't have any group discussion or group interviews. Yes, it was fairly good, but we had drive for ABB. Basically, it was from morning till the afternoon. So we had many rounds, which were not told before, which were impromptu. Yeah, it was a little difficult because we didn't know if this was the last round or if there was another.
Yeah, so like on the internship interview, we had a panel of interviewers. So there, 2 interviewers were asking technical questions, and the other interviewer was observing how the way which I answer. So there, you have to manage both, and your technical aspects as well as your behavioral aspects. Yes.
So in my case, there was one-to-one person-to-person interview. Also the interview was online, so I had to just only the top of my face was visible. So I don't think I had experience with this discussion.
Similarly, I also had no group discussion during my placement procedure, but we have one problem solving round where the interviewer was and we have to solve the minority, one-to-one we have to solve in front of them. And regarding group discussion also, I have prepared the group discussion because in my internship also, whenever we come to the problem, then we discuss together and create one solution for the problem.
In my case also, it's only one-to-one interview, but the interview mainly focused on like how I was approaching things and everything. So
as you all mentioned about how your interview rounds happen, so is there any funny or weird experience you faced during the interview or technical round, like what annoying HR is or क्या हो रहा है, anything sort of?
Like in our case, during one of our HR interview, what happened was like the HR was getting calls like immediately. She was answering our questions, she's asking us questions, and she's telling us to answer, which is, we don't even know like whether she's listening or not.
I think she was getting
Continuous calls, like everything. She was like parcel wale and like I don't even know whether to answer the question. At that point of time, I even forgot what question she asked. So that was very funny.
Interesting. Any other experience?
In my case, like at the last point of interview, I forgot what company I applied for. Like I forgot the pronunciation of company. So because I was talking about like any problem they asked me, so I said like in our company we can benefit from this and this.
You mentioned as our company.
Yeah.
Sort of
Instead of company name.
So the experience which I found like interesting was my resume had projects about SQL and also front-end projects, right? So he asked me like whether you want to. There were two options for me. There were two job profiles. Either you become an SQL developer or a front-end developer. So I rejected both of them, saying that I don't have interest in any of them. Still, like he said, in which field do you have interest? I said, sir, I am switching to data analytics. I think like I can do, like I can cope up with that field. So even after that, I got offer from it. Was like a surprise for me.
Okay. So you're telling that your projects were in the field of SQL and front end.
Most of the projects, data analytics contributed very less. Like it was just a new field which I was exploring. SQL was like I am quite used to hands over SQL, and also front end I used to do in my second year. But then at the end of third year, I started exploring data analytics field. I found it more interesting.
So I wanted to deny that offer.
Yeah.
So it was basically like I'm not
Like,
addressing
yeah.
for the job I have. I'm addressing
No,
for
the job profile when it came was just written as senior technical associate. It didn't like mention your everyday role, what you have to do. So they offered me two roles. Either you become a SQL developer, front end developer. So I said I don't have interest in both of them.
I just said like you give the interview online and it was 1-to-1.
Yeah.
How did you manage the topmost part? Like,
Yeah, I tried to be like serious, like okay, I know the answer. Mostly it was there was no HR interview, so mostly technical interviews were there. I had to share my screen. Then whatever SQL questions he used to ask, I used to write that in notepad or when like explain the logic. Then copy the same to his chat, and he will just verify whether my answers are correct or not. And even the interviewers used to help me like if I'm getting somewhere wrong, he will say like, okay, are you sure about it? Once check the code, like that.
So my first round of interview, the interview was like took a rapid fire kind of thing. So like he was asking questions very quickly, like from end to end. So whatever was written in my resume, he asked all the stuff. And in the end, like he told, okay, I'm done. I was asked all the possible questions you are selected for next.
The same HR.
before accepting the offers and all, how did you prepare for the company's culture? Like, did you research about how the company is, the values, the mission, or the environment you are going to work in?
Actually, there was a manager who was talking before all the placement had started, and I found him very jovial and he was very good. So I thought the culture is very good in that company, and I also have connected with some people on LinkedIn. So it seems to be good.
Yes, the day before the interview, I was attending some event in Bangalore, so I met some senior person there, and I just asked about his company and all that stuff. And the next day, same company came, which the employer was there. So yeah, I had a little bit of idea.
I didn't research anything. I was at that time I was applying for each and every company which had recent job profile. So we had some aptitude test and that I cleared it. The next day it was interview. I didn't do any research. I just went over there. So even the interviewer asked me, do you know what our company does? I said no, sir. Then he explained me what that company does.
There was some PPT session before placement. So I got asked about our knowledge about company from their PPT session only. And after getting selected only, like I have researched what company do and the what's about.
In my case, during the PPT only, the person who was talking was telling about the company culture and things, like that what interested me to apply. And when I got selected to further rounds, I like kind of like looked through Google like about the company and like went on further. Like,
Is there any specific sources or books or website from where you practice it? What kind of interviews you give in some?
So the interview preparation.
Yeah, interview and exam preparation, whatever company.
Okay. So honestly, I didn't prepare much. We had a problem statement which we had to solve. That was the only thing I did for this interview. And I think DSA also helped me. There are many online courses.
Yeah, so for aptitude, I referred to indiabase.com. It has section-wise aptitude questions. And for DSA, I guess lead code easy medium is sufficient for all kinds of interviews. And for technical questions, GFD articles are very nice. So
Coming to the technical round, like I used to solve questions from LeetCode and Leapfrogging. I think these two sources are the best source for DSA preparation. Along with it, if you participate in competitive coding contest, it's like a cherry on the top. You get to solve questions like which companies usually ask in a time limit, so it will prepare you for the technical interview.
So what were the best resources for coding and how much time did you spend with it?
Yeah, so I started solving questions from LeetCode and Leapfrogging in summer after second year. So when we had summer vacation of 3 months, I started solving much of the questions. Earlier also I used to do, but I wasn't that consistent. But as we were at home for 3 months, I started solving, like I started from basic data structures, even some playlist of YouTubers, I followed them along with that question solving. And even you will get many DSA question sheets which you can follow to like just guide you in a proper path. So LeetCode and GFG are like I guess the sufficient enough sources for coding.
So, like to get a tutorial in software development, mainly like two resources are sufficient. One is like DSA playlist and one is development project. So, for the DSA playlist, students can try for Starbucks and their YouTube channels are there. So from there they can solve our problems and since they have mentioned like GFG, LeetCode, so our problems are there in that DSA only. I did not practice that much, but the students can practice the questions and they have to maintain consistency to solve our problems.
in my case, I didn't prepare explicitly for this interview. Like my continuous basic practice before itself helped me, and the platform I preferred was LeetCode and Leapfrogging. And also in our interview mode, the questions were based on like OS, DBMS and all. For that, like I used large scale interview preparation website, interview bit and all. So that helped me.
Okay, so I'll put before you all the two scenarios. So tell me if you were facing one of them during your interview. So scenario first is that you are intentionally not putting so much efforts for a company like a company again. So you don't want to be a part of that company, but still for being a formality, going through the interview process, and you're like, if it happens, well, it's okay or no problem. Or second scenario is that if you are not expecting at all that you will get placed in that certain company which are in place right now, and you all of a sudden got a call an offer. So any two of these scenarios you face, or any one of them?
I have this first scenario like whenever a company comes, so I just applied on it, and I don't worry about getting selected or not from that company, and I'm selected.
Same case with me, I was just applying for each and every company as I discussed, like which had decent job profile. So the tests were conducted, like I got selected for second round, and interview also I didn't do much preparation. I was just like trying to be honest with my whatever the questions they asked and even the resume questions they asked.
for me, it was the second company only which I applied after that, so I didn't got to experience that.
Yeah, even I was applying for every company which was coming to campus, so I got it. I think it is better to apply for all the roles you're interested in.
Yeah, in my case also, like I didn't think much, like I would definitely prepare for this particular company. Like I just applied it, and before the night of the next day, like the drive of the company. I didn't have like I was different. I won't get like if this will go just sit there. But like I was overwhelmed when I got the job offers.
So, feedback.
It was actually it was a smooth process. The only thing was like it was very early in the morning, 7 o'clock we had to go. So I think that was a little problematic. Or else it was really fine. It was very helpful. Yeah, I was informed that it was a little tough, but people like me who who can sleep at 7 a.m. but cannot wake up. Yeah, that's it. But it was really helpful. Seriously, really helpful.
It was a very nice experience, but I think it will be better if CC can work on the logistics part. The expensive can cause a problem.
I guess CDs is working fine. I don't have that project.
Citizens working fine, but the problem is there are two platforms where like they get a job. One is in email and one is in website. Yeah. So like it's there to maintain only one platform to make it representative fine for.
When it comes to the management, like when the company comes, like on our day of result, CDC managed it very well. And when it comes to informing us before itself, beforehand about the companies, I think like maybe we could have informed a bit earlier. Like sometimes, like if there is only one day, just one day beforehand, it was informed us that there will be interview. Maybe that could happen.
You are giving the extremely straightforward and anyway we are going to study that. And as we said that life is a nightmare. So first of all, during the placements, like it was called that placements is going to start. You are all bit like not so much, but there should be a little thought in the back of the mind that if it does not happen, if we are not able to make it. So now we have successfully crossed that barrier, and now we are just shifting to the next phase of the adulthood, which will be the mails, HR, boss, and also, do you have any fear in that moment? Like, yeah, now I'm late, but now I have the fear of that 9 to 5
Basically, after a
cycle.
few months, your life gonna change the perspective of having that.
So, corporate image. So, completely, it will be honestly a bloody mess. So, are you ready for that, or you think
How
about
you
it?
plan this stuff?
I didn't plan it yet. I'm like just looking forward to it. I think it will be good. I hope so. I think I'm in college this week. Tomorrow is my last day, so yeah. This is hitting me slowly, I guess.
Yeah, this is natural feeling. After getting selected into this IIT, we were all happy, but after coming, the scenario was completely different.
True.
So, is there any fear or something going inside your heart or back of your mind, like how it will be? Because definitely you have heard experiences of the people who are right now placed or doing well, or they are like getting pissed off in the corporate world. So any experiences you have heard and you are worried about that, like it should not happen with you. That's what.
I've heard like very different experiences. Some people have told it's like amazing. Some people are saying that it is not good. I think your passion keeps changing, so we also have to keep changing jobs according to our passion maybe. People who are been working at the same place and cannot leave are facing more frustration, I guess. So, let's see what happens.
I haven't planned it much, but I feel once we join the company, just like we came from school to college, there will be other friends in the circle. So there will be other people who have contributed in the same company. So just like we manage this process, so we can manage there.
Just it will be a new experience, but yeah, at the back of the mind, I have fear that the life will be too monotonous, boring, like, and enjoying your full college life, school life, like being free, playing whenever you want to go, okay, but then you are being engaged in 9 to 5 job, following your projects which you have to complete, your job rules, hearing your manager or whatever he has to say, like implement this or that. So at the back of the mind, there is a fear, but it's a new experience.
In my parents' relationship experience, the employer was very cheap person. So, like, I don't have any fear of like like something happens, we will see it. And also like they have worked in Samsung and like other companies. So from there, from them I could knowledge like employers are very chill to like maintain the communication with them. And
Like just go with the flow no matter what.
Right now, I haven't planned much, but still, I have that bit of fear in the back of my mind, like what will be happening, because that is a new transition of life. Yeah, but still, we have to maintain that work-life balance, and let's see how it goes. I hope everything goes well.
Advices for students or just start with the discuss.
Like you can go with a freshly came batch, sophomores, third year.
Okay, so recently is the end of our college, right? So what you have experienced
And I wish you not this should be an honest and very crucial advice.
So for the first years, I think for our batch it was very disadvantageous because we were at home online. So I think for people coming in offline mode, I think they have many opportunities to explore. I was exploring after coming to college over here. So I think they should explore in the first year, fix a domain and go do many projects, work with professors, also get some industrial experience, because at the end of the day you will go to industry, right? Maybe, or else you can go to academia as well. So I think you should explore in your first year, and second years you should work on that field. Even in second year you can explore and work on that. Third and fourth year should be fully. You should focus on that one field and get a good job or any college you want. And also, it is very important to chill in college, I guess. I think, yeah, go out with friends, have a trip.
And one important question from the juniors, even for me, like any club recommendation does help in placement or not? Like working for the club is worth it? In terms of placement, not according to the skill, because it's up to the club member how he works. So is there any benefit of getting a job? Like students are not too enthusiastic whenever they are freshly enrolled in the college. So they explore many of the clubs and all. So does this help? Like recommendation, experience is definitely will help.
maybe they can join some coding club and they think, because like when other people are solving some problem, so they can also like to solve some problem and so like we can also focus on solving the problem instead of wasting other time when we are joining some coding club.
Any other advice from your side? Like, this was my honest reaction. 4 years. If you want to compare to the juniors.
If they have some other passion like drama and music, so they can join that club also, like for their passion. But for job related thing, they can join any like knowledge-based club, which is robotics, coding, and this type of club.
So if you want to join some club, like most of the clubs in IIT Harvard, even if you join, you will have a management role or something like that. So it depends on the job profile you are applying. If you are going for a management role, it will play obviously a good remark for you, and even your communication skills will be tested in management roles or something. But if you are going for core technical job placement, then I guess AI club is there, then robotics club, coding club. Not being only the part of the club, but also participating in the events conducted by the club is important, because just being a part of that club will be like you are just handling the management. So yeah, if you want to pursue a technical job career, you have to participate also instead of just being a member of it.
So I feel the type of club does not matter in placement. So let's follow whichever club according to your passion. And because after you start working, you won't get time to follow your passion. And
Yeah, club actually doesn't matter, but if you want to do, like, just don't it for the sake of like I have to be in a club at the end of 4 years, that shouldn't be the case. Just follow whatever club interests you in, just go explore it and participate it, and just don't be in the club for the sake of it. That's what I would say.
And one last question. Any experience regarding CV and resume you want to highlight? Like it was funny or weird anything? I don't suppose any skill you are not in that club and you still mention that club, any sort of like that, not just
Like
the
people
for
do,
club,
if there are
any sort
secretaries,
of.
still they mention that they are a secretary.
Because there are many funny incidents regarding relevant CV and so any sort of thing.
In my case, like, in resume, when we have to mention our portfolio website, right? So I don't have a portfolio ready, but still I have mentioned it. Then later on, I have posted like my website there.
Okay.
But like in the company can I have just mentioned a link. Where like then later on I have to click.
Okay.
Everything honestly.
No, like I mentioned, right? Regarding clubs, I don't have a specific situation, but regarding the projects I mentioned, right? I mentioned mostly the projects were front-end web development and SQL one project was there. But when asked for your job role, I chose like none of them. I chose the third option, so that was the funny.
In my resume, I earlier used to mention doctor at home. Then one day, when I was getting review from senior person, that person told me, how will you get your job? So just to do that. So from that day, I didn't add any club activities.
Like nothing in my case, but I think there was something I mentioned that I got a place in like secured some place in something, then lab or something, and they were like emphasizing on that one. I was like, I just mentioned it, and they were like asking more and more details, like how it go and everything. I was like, I mentioned it, like, and why are you asking all of that? I don't even remember some of the details about that.
Like I usually used to mention Hyderabad in my resume when the company is from Hyderabad. So they feel like no more cost for traveling and all that. So, but it didn't work.
So yeah, message for the juniors in your college. Start.
Now the other things.
Can we go last?
You take time.
પહેલા 2 વર્ષ જલસા કરો બાકીના 2 વર્ષ તમારે આ કોલેજમાં શું કહેવાય ભણવાનું એટલું હાર્ડ થઈ જશે કે તમારે વગર જીવા મતલબ પ્રોજેક્ટ અસાઇનમેન્ટ તો પહેલા 2 વર્ષ જેટલા જલસા કરી શકો એટલા જલસા કરો બાકીના 2 વર્ષ ભણી લો પ્લેસમેન્ટ તો થશે નહીં થાય પછી વસ્તુ કોલેજ લાઈફ ફરી નહીં મળે.
तो हिमालय है जिस लक्ष्य मिलते सो लाइक कॉन्स्टेंसी मेंटेन करते रहना चाहिए और ऑफ कैंपस पे अप्लाई करना चाहिए पुलिस को परफेक्ट नहीं रहना चाहिए.
ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి కాలేజ్ లైఫ్, ప్రతి ఆపర్చునిటీని ఉపయోగించుకోండి, వేస్ట్ చేయకండి. వచ్చినది ప్రతి ఒక్కటి లైక్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి. 4 years ఆర్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ జీవితంలో. ఎంజాయ్.
स्टार्टिंग के फर्स्ट ईयर एंजॉय करो, बर्थडे पार्टीज पे जीपी होंगी वो खानी होंगी, तो वो तो एंजॉय करना है. और साथ ही साथ असाइनमेंट्स तो बस आप लोग हो जाएगा. बाकी अकेडमिक्स में ठीक है, अब एवरेज लो, बाकी सारा टाइम या तो अपनी स्किल्स पे फोकस करो, जो भी टाइम इन्वेस्ट करो वो कुछ प्रोडक्टिविटी जाना चाहिए.
Okay. So the 4 years చాలా important లైఫ్ కి లైక్ they define necessarily where you go. బట్ దానికోసం చాలా స్ట్రెస్ తీసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం కూడా లేదు. జస్ట్ మీకు ఏది ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే దాని మీద వర్క్ చేయండి. ఇంకా ఫ్రెండ్స్తో ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి. ఫ్రెండ్స్ మళ్ళీ కలుస్తారో లేదో తెలియదు కాబట్టి క్లబ్స్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయండి. ఇప్పుడు అది ఆల్రౌండ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ లాగా అవుతుంది మీకు. యా, చదవండి, ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి. That's it.
Okay. So yeah, that's it, and congratulations on your new jobs. And only difference will be that you used to make coffees for preparing for your late night assignments, and now you will be out of the coffee machines 9 to 5.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.